This is the Emergency Medical Minute, sponsored by Mile High Ambulance.
Good morning, everybody. This is a medical minute about the use of epinephrine in anaphylaxis, and specifically, is it dangerous, cardiac-wise? So when people have a severe allergic reaction or anaphylaxis, epinephrine's probably the most important treatment, can be really life-saving. So if we need to give epinephrine, we shouldn't hesitate. But giving someone epinephrine, could it cause cardiac problems? There was a recent study that looked at this, and what they did was they looked at the patients in their ED over a time period that had gotten epinephrine for anaphylaxis, and they looked for various kinds of cardiac problems. So they looked for elevated troponins, ischemic EKG changes, people that needed PCI, like people that actually needed a stent placed, people who had significant dysrhythmias. And the number that they found was actually kind of high. They found that about 5%, or 1 out of 20 patients that got epinephrine, had one of these cardiac problems. But when they looked at it, those people were older people over 55. They were people who had comorbidities like diabetes and heart problems. And they were people that got multiple doses of epinephrine, so like repeat IM doses, or were on an epi drip. So they were definitely the people who had more severe anaphylaxis, who were sicker overall, older. So I wouldn't withhold epinephrine from anybody who needs it because of the possibility of cardiac problems, but those people who are at risk, I'd monitor more closely and keep an eye on. And then for everyone else who's getting just one dose of epinephrine who's relatively younger, it is extremely safe to give. So any questions or comments? All right, thanks everybody.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Health One Continental Division, and Swedish Medical Center for their financial contributions to the EMM. Donations from them and listeners like you make it possible for us to fulfill our mission of producing and spreading free medical education to the masses. If you enjoy our show, please consider making a one-time or recurring donation to help cover our operational costs and keep the EMM awesome. Click on the link in our show notes to make a donation. Thank you for listening.